It took me 10 years to realize that the innocent and carefree Princess Rapunzel in Tangled has a completely different side hidden behind her. She is actually the evil stepmother in Cinderella. At the end of Tangled, Flynn cut off Rapunzel's magical long hair to save her. From then on, Rapunzel's hair turned brown. This seemingly ordinary plot twist might actually be the starting point of her character transformation. During Elsa's coronation in Frozen, Rapunzel and Eugene made a brief appearance. After that fleeting moment, the trajectory of her life became veiled in mystery. Based on some of Disney's settings and the in-depth exploration of fans, we found that Rapunzel later became a mother, and her two daughters are Etta, Asia, and Drizella. Wait a minute, aren't Etta, Asia, and Drizella familiar? Aren't they the two daughters of the evil stepmother in Cinderella? That is to say, Princess Rapunzel is the evil stepmother of Cinderella. This connection is hard to believe, but upon closer examination, there are indeed clues. Perhaps after the story of Tangled ended, after experiencing all kinds of changes in life, Rapunzel's character gradually became cruel and evil. This transformation in her character laid the groundwork for her to become the villain in Cinderella. From a princess trapped in a tower, longing for freedom, to a villain, influencing the direction of another story. The transformation of Rapunzel's fate is full of drama. It took me 13 years to realize that Mother Gothel and the evil queen are the same people. In the story of Tangled, Mother Gothel's obsession with beauty is almost insane. A magical golden flower became the secret to her eternal youth. However, the flower was taken away to cure the queen. When she learned that the princess's hair had the same magic power, she didn't hesitate to imprison the princess in a high tower and cut off all her connections with the outside world, all just to maintain her own beauty. This naturally makes people think of that in another classic Disney story, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. There is also a character who is extremely obsessed with beauty, the evil queen. Jealous of Snow White's beauty, she tried to get rid of her time and time again. Eventually, she reaped what she sowed and fell off a cliff. But what's strange is that we never saw her body in the movie. Let's make a bold assumption. Perhaps the evil queen didn't die after falling off the cliff. She just reverted to her original ugly appearance. While recuperating at the bottom of the cliff, she accidentally discovered that magical golden flower that could keep people young forever. Taking this opportunity, she transformed into Mother Gothel. In terms of appearance, they look very similar when they are old. There is also a detail that cannot be ignored. There are apples painted on the handrail of the stairs in Mother Gothel's tower. Snow White ate the poisoned apple given by the evil queen. Then she fell into a coma. Plus, both stories take place in southern Germany. All kinds of clues indicate that although Mother Gothel and the evil queen seem to be two different characters, they are actually the same person. It took me 50 years to discover the details hidden in the stories of Cinderella and the Little Mermaid. It turns out that these two Disney princesses were characters from the same period. Let's start with the Little Mermaid. The story takes place in Prince Eric's island kingdom, which is located in the Mediterranean Sea, very close to Corsica in the real world. During the wedding of Eric and the sea witch Ursula, the king and the Grand Duke of Cinderella actually showed up. This undoubtedly further implies the close connection between the two stories. Moreover, the preparation time for Prince Eric's wedding was extremely short. It was completed within just one day. This means that Prince Eric's kingdom must be very close to southern France, so that the king and the Grand Duke could arrive at the wedding on time. Now let's look at Cinderella. Two dreams come true. The kingdom shown in the movie is extremely similar to the real Occitania region in southern France. Coincidentally, Corsica established telegraphic communication with France in 1870, so news could be quickly transmitted to the king in Cinderella. In Cinderella, two dreams come true. The king and the Grand Duke suddenly left the country in a hurry.
We have important matters of state to attend to. Important matters of state?
This important state affair might well be to attend a grand royal wedding. Besides, they took a large number of valuable items which were most likely the wedding gifts they prepared. Even more amazingly, they came back 2 days later, and the timeline fits perfectly. There's also a crucial detail. After Cinderella married the prince for the sake of the royal image, she was forced to wear a cumbersome dress with a crinoline inside. Crinolines didn't become popular in European countries until the 1860s, which is completely consistent with the 1870s we speculated about. Are you convinced? It took me 30 years to uncover this secret. It turns out that Queen Athena, the mother of Ariel the Little Mermaid, was actually killed by Captain Hook. On the wedding anniversary of Queen Athena and King Triton, the family was celebrating in Mermaid Lagoon when they were attacked by a pirate ship. During the chaos, their daughter Athena got trapped between two rocks. After Queen Athena rescued her, she spotted a music box in the distance, a gift from King Triton. Not willing to leave it behind, she tried to approach the reef to retrieve it. Unexpectedly, a pirate ship came charging straight at her and mercilessly struck her down, killing her. In the story of Peter Pan, we can see that Queen Athena once appeared in Neverland, which is located near Mermaid Lagoon. This indicates that, in her youth, she was good friends with Peter Pan. As we all know, Captain Hook and Peter Pan are sworn enemies. Captain Hook has always hated Peter Pan to the core and has been hell-bent on taking his life. He once brutally kidnapped Princess Lily in an attempt to find out where Peter Pan lived. He forced her to reveal Peter Pan's hiding place, and the place they went to was exactly Mermaid Lagoon. From this perspective, as a pirate, when Captain Hook encountered Queen Athena's family celebrating in Mermaid Lagoon, the idea of plundering instantly popped into his mind. Moreover, since Queen Athena was a friend of Peter Pan, she had long been regarded as a thorn in Captain Hook's side. Queen Athena's attempt to retrieve the music box might have been regarded by him as resistance, thus triggering his attack and leading to this tragic outcome. I watched Wish 10 times before I finally realized the secret. Magnifico is actually the magic mirror of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This means that Wish is a prequel to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Throughout the movie, there are statues and portraits of King Magnifico everywhere. Even the cookies are shaped like him. And there are a ton of mirrors in the royal palace. This shows that Magnifico is obsessed with beauty and extremely confident in his own appearance.
You're right. I am a handsome king.
He's an extremely arrogant king who won't allow his subjects to question him. In order to control the people, he even studies forbidden black magic. He's a total villain, but justice always prevails. In the end, Magnifico is defeated by the main character group. Right at the crucial moment when he's being sealed, take a close look at the mirror that seals him. Doesn't the face in the mirror seem really familiar? It's exactly the same as the magic mirror of the evil queen in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This can't be a coincidence. It's highly likely that this is Magnifico's fate after being defeated, to become that magic mirror. There's even more crucial evidence. There's a circle of mysterious constellation symbols around the magic mirror, and these same symbols also appear on the dome of Magnifico's royal palace. We thought these stories were completely unrelated, but there's actually such a shocking foreshadowing hidden behind them. It took me 50 years to realize that Jane, Tarzan's girlfriend, is actually a descendant of Belle. There are obvious similarities between the two. Appearance-wise, both of them have brown hair and have a penchant for yellow dresses. Belle twirls around in a yellow dress in the castle, while Jane dons a yellow outfit and moves through the jungle. In terms of personality, they're remarkably alike. Belle loves books, and Jane is so obsessed with research that she even brought a bunch of books along. Even more incredible, both of them have the ability to communicate with beasts. Belle interacted with the beast, broke down the barriers, and eventually fell in love with him. Jane managed to connect with Tarzan, who was raised by apes and is full of wildness. This unique ability most likely was passed down to Jane from Belle. There's also a hidden detail. When the gorillas were wrecking the place where Jane and her group stayed, the utensils they were banging on were identical to the set Belle used in Beauty and the Beast, down to the very same chip. It's highly probable that this is an item passed down through the family. Looking at the timeline, the story of Beauty and the Beast took place in the 18th century, while Jane's story is set in the 19th century. Based on this, it's possible that Jane could be Belle's daughter or granddaughter. Moreover, Belle has yellow eyes, the Beast has blue eyes, and Jane has green eyes. As we all know, when you mix yellow and blue, you get green. Could it be that the offspring of Belle and the Beast really have green eyes? It took me 10 years to realize that Elsa's magic actually comes from Moana. In Frozen 2, we know that Elsa's magic comes from the mysterious natural forces of the enchanted forest. However, when we trace it back to its origin, the source of the magic perhaps starts with Moana. This inevitably leads us to talk about Elsa's mother, Iduna. As a member of the North Uldra tribe, Iduna's identity endows Elsa and Anna with a special bloodline. This bloodline enables Elsa to have a deeper connection with the natural forces in the enchanted forest, which is an important factor for her to become the fifth spirit. There is a detail that cannot be ignored. The scarf of Elsa's mother, Iduna, has a strikingly similar pattern to Moana's skirt. This is by no means a coincidence. As a unique cultural symbol, this pattern most likely symbolizes the hidden magical inheritance between the two families. Let's make a bold conjecture. After Moana completed her mission, she had some kind of integration with the mysterious power of the ocean. As time passed, this power was passed on to Elsa's mother in a wonderful way. Iduna's scarf is not just an ornament, it is even more a testament to the inheritance of magic. When Iduna gave birth to Elsa, this mysterious power was injected into little Elsa's body, endowing her with the magical ability to control ice and snow. Do you find this argument reasonable?